7 o'clock on a Thursday, and welcome back to the Alpha Nerd Podcast. I'm main host Kyle, with once again my co-host for gaming, Andrew.
Hello.
How are you this week, Andrew?
I'm doing all right. It's a slow week leading into a longer weekend with Memorial Day, so I'm ready. I'm ready to have a little bit of time off to play some video games.
Nice. So where do you want to start it this week?
So, we have so much to talk about. We have the wheel spin games. I have played plenty of things since we were on last. I've gotten halfway through Elden Ring, which I do still kind of want to talk about. So how about we start with a game I recently completed, because it's like 2 hours long. Is a cute little game. It's called Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. It is a pixel graphics game. It is absolutely adorable, and it is heavily amusing. And the only spoiler I'll give you for it is shockingly dark. You play a tiny turnip boy who knows nothing about tax law, and you meet Mayor Onion, who tells you haven't paid your taxes in like 30 years. So you've committed tax evasion, and you have to repay him by doing his nefarious deeds, which all boil down to comedically stabbing something with a sword or watering plants. And it is a very funny, very charming little game. It does not take long to complete. Everything is amusing, and some of the stuff is quite literally hilarious. I highly recommend it. It's cheap, it's fast, it's cute, and it's just silly. It's a little two-dimensional game. It's not hard. It's just...
I can't imagine it would be, especially if it's only 2 hours.
Yeah, I think it took me maybe 2 hours to complete the game. It's got everything you want, though. It's got mafia composed of pickles. It's got radioactive deer. It has a small turnip man. It has a real estate agent who's also a strawberry and who gets paid in leaves, because she has no other currency to accept. She's a terrible real estate agent.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a funny, charming little game. I started playing it just because it looked silly, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's not going to win any awards, but it's just good. It's a quality, tiny game.
Nice. As far as anything I've done is I've been playing Ori, like we said, for the wheel.
The wheel.
But before we get to that, just general gaming news I saw was they showed possibly the cover for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Is one red and one purple?
Yes.
Okay.
No, the legendaries they showed, one's like a giant fire chicken thing, like a phoenix.
Yes. Fire chicken.
It looks like a chicken. It looks like a rooster. It
Pollo Fuego.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually looks really cool. And the other one is a bull.
Okay.
So I'm really hoping that's real. Cause
wait, the bull's not on the... Is the bull on the red, on Scarlet?
No, Violet.
Well, that makes sense, because the bull would just... You know how bulls are.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm really hoping that is legitimate, because they're really nice looking designs. And
all right, do you want the giant flaming chicken, or do you want the bull?
I want the bull. Because it looks really cool.
So...
Looks like a steel darkness type.
Okay, so it's like a metal bull.
Yeah.
It's a bull you find in a bar. It's one of those. It's one of those rodeo bulls.
Yes, it looks really cool though.
Are there like a bunch of drunk sorority women on the back of it?
No.
Oh, okay.
So there's that. Trying to think what else I saw recently.
Nothing. You saw nothing else?
Probably nothing really important.
Nothing.
There's just some random game trailers. Nothing I'm super excited about, but there were some random ones that at some point I might check out.
Like what? Give us some examples.
Some weird... I have to re-find it.
You're now looking at the game trailers on your phone.
No. It was on my Facebook this morning. It was some weird like roguelike, like a spy
roguelike. There's been a couple of those.
Yeah, and that's why I wasn't like, oh my god, but it looked interesting enough to like,
I saw that the actor Norman Reedus confirmed that Death Stranding 2 is happening.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised by that one.
I just find that hilarious because the ending of the first one does not... I mean, yeah, there's definitely stuff you could do, but like, I'm not... We had the 30 hours of cutscenes for a reason. Like, do we need another 30 hours? of the same thing. Also, what dumb twists are going to occur in this one?
Yeah.
Like I said, I love Death Stranding.
Speaking
it's
of
good,
which,
but-
if you roll right on the wheel, might have you play Metal Gear Solid.
The original?
Any of them.
Oh, I played the NES one, Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I played Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation. I played Metal Gear Solid 2. I have not played Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh,
I've never played Snake Eater.
Snake Eater's good. Snake Eater's really good.
I played 4 and I played 5, and I do not consider any of the weird card games like Peace Walker or whatever it is. I don't consider those actual Metal Gear games.
Okay.
It's like Kingdom Hearts. I don't consider like the mobile game a literal Kingdom Hearts game.
Fair enough.
Even though it is. Very
on
much.
the gaming side of things, since
We're only on the gaming side of things.
Yes.
I'm gonna point that out.
I know, but I'm saying with the summer coming, with my job load being really, really light.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna play video games?
Well, yeah. With Sunbreak coming out,
Oh yeah.
I figured me and you could
Gosh,
work
that comes out in what, like
the end of the month, end of June.
end of June 30th.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you for your assistance in setting up a way we can capture our plays.
Okay. Yeah, you can watch me toot my horn.
Yep. You toot your horn, I'll smash things with a hammer, and Cheetah's going to shoot things with a bow.
Yep.
Pew pew pew.
Sounds right. I'll be in the back as moral support.
Yeah.
And everyone.
Her bow character named Tuna Horn because she originally wanted to do the hunting horn, and then she's like, "This is stupid. I like bows." Pew 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 pew.
The horn is so fun, though. You get to play great music. It never gets tiring.
Yeah. Yes. It for just starting out when Cheetah was getting because she was very frustrated with the control scheme because she never played him before. Like this was her introduction.
Cheetah is in the room. She can defend herself. Thank you. You don't need to make excuses here.
I have never played on Switch. That was my first Switch game.
Okay.
And it was my first Monster Hunter game.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's
Yeah, like you got thrown into the deep end hard.
By who? Who threw you right in the... Kyle.
Yeah.
Not Kyle.
That's what I do.
Kyle
That's what all the cool kids do.
a gentle soul. He doesn't throw anybody anywhere.
Yeah, I'm sink or swim. And she swam. She's like, "Oh, this bow. This allows me to swim." No, but I'm looking really forward to that. As they're revealing more and more, it's a lot bigger.
Yeah,
than
they have like 4 of the weapon movesets out now.
Yeah, and they showed.
They haven't shown all of them. Hunting Horn hasn't come out yet.
Not Hunting Horn.
Hammer came out.
Hammer, lance,
Longsword,
dual blade, regular sword,
sword and shield.
Yeah.
Okay. Insect Glaive came out.
Yep, Insect Glaive. They haven't shown bow. They haven't shown guns.
Yeah, they've shown none of the range weapons. I don't believe.
No. So I'm looking forward to it. The Switch skill thing. The Switch skill thing is pretty exciting.
Yeah, on the Nintendo Switch skill. Right?
The what?
The Nintendo Switch
Ha
skill.
ha ha. What is you trying to show me that my phone gave up on?
Kyle's
Infinite rabbit holes.
Infinite rabbit. I have no idea what that is.
It failed to load.
Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, Sunbreak's going to be pretty good. I have a feeling it's going to be great. I mean, it's Monster Hunter. They're going to put out a good game. I'm just wondering when they're going to announce World 2, because that's got to be here soon. It's got to be after Sunbreak.
I think they're going to give it a year or two.
Really? I mean, World is still selling. World is still selling like crazy.
No, it's for you to look at.
There's a mixed reality adventure game, The Arkham Asylum Files. What is this? This is a board game, isn't it?
It's mixed reality. It is both a video game, a VR game, and a board game.
I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, we'll look more into this.
This reminds me though, Gotham Knights is still coming out this year.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Gotham Knights looks bad.
It looks bad.
Suicide Squad looks good.
Suicide Squad looks terrible.
No, Suicide Squad is Sunset Overdrive, and I loved Sunset Overdrive.
You would.
Yeah, I did. It was a great game.
No.
Yes.
I do not like the Suicide Squad game, how it looks.
Okay.
I guess the thing that really getting to me is where they gave these villains the extra equipment to...
What?
Like, number one, they gave King Shark a Gatling gun.
Yeah. Is that not appropriate for a giant shark man?
No, No, because he doesn't need that. He just
gun
eats people.
would he have?
He doesn't use guns. He just eats people.
Well,
that's why they have Deadshot in there. Deadshot does all the gun things, and then they're like, he needs a jetpack.
No. You got that mixed up. King Shark's the assassin, and Deadshot eats people.
Yeah, no. And then what they give Captain Boomerang teleport bracelets or something, something weird like that, or they gave him something that gave him super speed.
Something, I don't know. I mean, you got to do something to make Captain Boomerang interesting. He just throws boomerangs.
But they could have did so much more, because if you ever read any of the Suicide Squad comics, they do quite a lot.
Whoa, are you telling me there's a superhero property that's not 100% faithful to the comic books or goes in a different direction? Kyle, I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. Speaking of the same thing, Gotham Knights. Batman's dead.
He's not dead.
He's dead.
He's not dead.
He's not in the game. He might as well be dead.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. He's dead in a sense.
But if they went back to the comics, they really could have pulled some better storylines out of there.
Well, no, they actually went through the one.
Yeah, the Gotham Knights storyline. From the run from Jim Hardcastle, Mr. Comic Book, from DC Direct Comics.
I really don't like you right now. So, because how they ended the Arkham Knight, which first of all,
wait, he's dead.
He's not dead.
He's dead.
He's not dead.
Yeah,
he's not.
He got killed by a bat. The ultimate irony,
right?
Yep.
Bat hit off the windshield of the the Batmobile and he crashed.
He was actually driving with the top down. Just got nailed right in the head by a bat.
Oh,
it was terrible. What a way to die.
Oh,
that raises a good question. All right, so Batman's got all this stuff. This is a complete tangent. Batman's got all this technology and stuff. What if he's just driving the Batmobile? He's got the top down for some reason. He gets hit by lightning.
It's the old Adam West Batmobile. For some reason, he decides to drive that.
He gets hit by lightning. Like, he goes unconscious, pulls over to the side of the road. People are going to drive by him eventually. There's going to be like, oh, check it out. That's Batman unconscious on the side of the road.
Yeah.
That never seems to happen, though.
No. I mean, he's gotten a nuke blown up in his face and he was still alive, so let's...
All right, the end of that film was silly. I will come on...
Oh, I'm talking about the comic books, too. He's survived a lot of things he shouldn't.
I did not like the third.
But...
Christopher Nolan Batman movie.
Let's get back to gaming. Like you said, the Suicide Squad game, Arkham Knights coming out.
Gotham Knights.
Yes. Whatever.
They changed a word.
Yeah, that's true.
And some of the characters around. Also, Jason Todd looks completely different for some reason.
Yeah, well,
it looks like he
isn't a different studio doing that one.
So yes, but it is in the same timeline as the Arkham games.
So yeah, that's why it looks completely different.
Well, it's also next. I shouldn't say next gen. It's also current gen only. It's only going to be on the Xbox Series and the PS5 and
you
PC.
Gonna play it?
Maybe when it goes on sale. I thought it looked terrible every time they showed it.
Fair enough.
I was like, it is co-op. It is. I'm not sure if it's 4-player, but I know it's at least 2-player co-op.
Ooh, well, that might be something we have to do.
All right, Kyle. Before you fight me for it, you can have that girl. It's okay.
All right, sweet.
Yes. I actually, I don't know who I want to play because I don't like any of them.
Yeah, they're...
Unless one of them is literally Michael Keaton, I have no interest in most Batman stuff. So yeah, like that. Yeah, okay. Gotham Knights is coming out. It is coming out this year. I'm looking forward to it in the sense that it's in the future.
Yeah. Something else coming out here in a week or so. The Evil Dead game.
That's out already.
Is it?
Yeah, that came out already.
I thought it was
it's coming out tomorrow.
It's sometime soon.
It was either today or...
I thought it was June.
No,
I'm pretty sure.
It's May. I could have sworn it was May. Man, maybe I am incorrect. Also, that is a game I never want to play. I love The Evil Dead, don't get me wrong, but that game looked horrible. All the characters look like they were made in, like, Play-Doh. This is terrible. It is a budget European game.
It is not that budget.
I don't know. It's pretty budget. I'm going to use that as slang now.
Oh, no.
Cheetah, that's budget. I'm gonna make that happen.
So let's see. It did come out May 13th.
I told you.
You got me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's getting good reviews, so we might have to give it a try.
I hate that you say we and you think it means me and you. It's actually you and Cheetah.
No, it's you too. You're part of this team.
You too? You know Bono.
Yes.
It's insane.
You're part of this team.
I am not going to play the Evil Dead. It looks a whole... All right, you get the right thing on the wheel this time, and I'll play the Evil Dead game with you, okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Watch, you're going to do it, because I'm going to laugh so hard.
We're going to roll fighting game, and you're going to be like, there's fighting in it. You're gonna be like, no, Kyle, that's not a puzzle game. It has puzzles.
It is.
The whole match is a puzzle.
Yeah, you have to do all the right things, like Dead by Dawn or whatever. Or
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. Yeah, it's kind of like that. That's a puzzle game and a horror game. And
that game, I played that game like one time, and it has the problem where if you are just starting out, some guy with like 4,000 hours is gonna roll you so hard in like a match.
Yeah.
Does not matter. You're gonna be like, hey, this is my first game. He's gonna be like, ha 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 ha.
Well, congrats, because my friend's channel, they do a podcast and stuff with hobbies and such.
Hobbies? Is that the name of the podcast?
The Keystone Hobbies, actually.
Oh, okay, all right.
So we were talking about doing like a flame war against each other, where we were going to talk crap about each other for no reason. We're all friends, but we're going to sit there and just bash each other's channels.
Keystone Hobbies, is that based off the beer?
I have no idea. So I don't know where they got the idea name from, but whatever.
Yeah, no.
But we were going to start a flame war for no reason.
Yeah.
And just start talking at each other. But I was like, why don't we just do like a channel challenge where we play each other in different games and stuff like that?
No, just don't say League of Legends or anything like
No, so far
they only... game I'm good at.
Yeah, well, right now it's Apex Legends and
I'm okay
MTG Arena.
I mean, it's Magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can coast you on that. And I have all the cards, so I can. You're
just gonna curse at me from the background, like, "Hey, don't play that card."
Yeah. Well, the other game they like to play a lot is Dead by Daylight.
I hate that game.
Yeah, I know, and I said no to that too because I don't want to learn it.
I don't want to play it.
Exactly.
Once you learn it, you also
shout out to the Keystone Hobbies. We're gonna get more in contact with them about all that.
Okay.
Right. I'm working all that out.
All right.
I've been kind of slow rolling it since I want to finish out the rest of the school year for work, and then when I have more time, I can dedicate more time and do more fun things. So let's talk about the wheel challenge.
So the wheel challenge. First of all, I want to apologize to everybody because I mixed up Killer 7 and Killer is Dead.
Yes.
Killer 7 is a fantastic game from Suda51. It's super surreal, and I've played it twice, so it is ineligible for the wheel challenge.
Yes, so that was
I substituted in Killer is Dead, which is also a Suda51 game.
From the same era. PS2, right?
No. Killer is Dead came out in 2013. It was an Xbox 360 game.
Okay.
It's the reason you're confused is because it's not good and everyone forgot about it.
That is true.
I did complete Killer is Dead the fastest way possible because it is a horrible game. Don't play it. Suda51 makes good games.
Yeah,
that's not one of them. I don't know what he was really thinking there, aside from No More Heroes sold copies. Let's make that, but with more sexual harassment.
Yeah,
the game is half fighting game, half. I don't even know what to call it. It's not a dating simulator. It's like, it's some weird, creepy, like, let's perv on women simulator.
That's a lot of Suda51 games.
All right, yeah. But this one's a literal mission type. You like have to go in there with like gifts and be super creepy, and it's not enjoyable. Like, it's just weird. You're just sitting there and you're like, someone's into this, and I think it's Suda51, and that makes me uncomfortable by proxy.
Yeah.
And the gameplay's not good in those missions. Like, if it was like some staggering, mind-bending gameplay, no, it's not. It's just sexual harassment.
Yeah. I mean, same thing with Kojima. I don't know why I just stumbled on Hideo Kojima. I don't know why I stumbled on his first name. It's somebody I know very well as far as a creator and all his games, because I've played most games. His games also have weird female characters that are overly sexualized, and
I will agree, but in his particular case, the game you are playing is not let's go harass someone. It's let's go shoot some people, and there's also some very inappropriately dressed women for combat scenarios around you.
Right.
This game is literally go cut up a bunch of weird mutants and then come back, buy flowers and go and sexually harass a woman.
That's fair enough.
It is a terrible game. The combat is not good. It's not. The story. All right. Suda 51 does surreal stories. I understand that. But this story is so bad that the surreal part is how well they hide how terrible the story is from you for the longest time. Like, when you start the game, you're like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm sure it gets better later. No, that's the trick. The trick is it doesn't still make any sense, and it's not good.
Yeah, well.
Anyways, apparently cybernetics can store demon energy. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
That's a common knowledge thing.
Technology's the devil.
Yeah, I guess so. Also, that demon energy is from the moon.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yep, and it's imbalanced because the person who lives in the manor on the moon, Moon Manor, all right, has lost their royal crown, and now there's a bunch of negative energy coming. Do you understand how terrible this was?
Do you understand how much I'm loving how annoyed you are?
That game was horrible. I'm just glad it was short. Like, it was not a long game. There are 12 main missions. There's a bunch of side stuff. I didn't do it because I'm not sick. It's a bad game. Do not play Killer is Dead. I got the Wild Card Plus, and I got a terrible game out of it. That's my fault, though.
Yeah, that wasn't. I chose a good one.
Don't play Killer is Dead. I'm not even going to tell you what the genre is. Just don't play it.
If I remember correctly, Killer 7's like a rail shooter, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just was like, because all his games start to blur sometimes.
So Killer 7 is actually Suda 51's first game. It's his first, well, it may not have been his first actual one, but it was the first one he got actually known for.
Yeah.
And it was a rail shooter where you play an assassin who has 7 different personalities that actually manifest themselves in his body. So, like, when he becomes the street punk 7, he literally changes into that person.
Yes.
And it's super cool.
Yeah, because my favorite character is the Lucha Libre wrestler.
Yeah.
Who headbutts bullets out of the air.
Yep. Like, it's super cool. And the enemies are creepy. Like, it's so good. And that's how you do a good surreal game.
Yeah.
That went out the window when he moved later on.
Yes. Because now we have, like, Lollipop Chainsaw.
That game was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I liked it. And, like, speaking of that game...
No More Heroes is good, too.
Yes, No More Heroes is really good. That's also one of his standout titles.
Yeah.
But I remember people complaining about Lollipop Chainsaw.
Because of the sexualization of the main character?
Yes.
I mean, it is. She's played off as a ditzy cheerleader.
But as a female protagonist, she is actually a really good one because she has the yes.
She has a lollipop and a chainsaw.
Yeah, but as far as she has a excellent home life in the storyline.
She does. Well, her entire family's like what, demon killers.
Yes, but they all have a strong family bond. She has none of that. She has her life together. She has a successful school career.
One thing I will point out in that game is that the game actually was not written by Suda 51. It was written by James Gunn, who did the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
So it's close enough.
I'm still going to point that out.
Yes.
That it was actually James Gunn who wrote that game.
Yes, but still, like, if Suda 51 didn't want it and wasn't okay with it, it would never happen.
That's fair, because that was actually James Gunn before he was... I'm not going to say before he was famous. He was famous at that point, but before he was Marvel famous.
Yes.
So, yeah, he didn't have quite as much pull, but he did do a lot for that game. He did a lot of writing.
The main character that I felt was, like, an excellent female protagonist.
That game burned into my brain because Tristan played it forever.
Oh, good job. Good on you, Tristan.
Forever.
I'm proud of him.
Gosh. And it's the worst part is it's not backwards compatible with the Xbox Series.
That's
or the
dumb.
One, so you can't play it these days.
That's dumb.
It is.
You can. You can get it on Steam, I thought.
Nope. That was an Xbox 360 exclusive.
Oh, okay.
The only way to play it is to buy an Xbox 360 and get a disc. Or you could emulate it. If you legally own a copy of the game, I do not endorse emulation without owning a legal copy of the game.
So, my wheel game, we'll move on to my side of the wheel. Was Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yep. Did you ever find out why the forest was blind?
Not yet.
Okay. All right.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's real sad.
So far, yes.
Yeah.
We got to the main villain's backstory on why they're so angry.
Who?
The giant mean owl.
Oh, poor owl.
Yeah. With a tragic backstory.
So we were talking a little bit about we started, and you didn't like it. You don't like it that much.
I like it. It's just not. It's not going to make my top 10 anytime soon.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, it's not in my top 10. It's a good game. It's
excellent in so many ways. The puzzles are clever. Mm-hmm. The environment, the art design is really, really good. Mm-hmm. The story.
It's so sad.
It is sad, but then it hit a point where I'm just kind of disappointed in it.
So sad.
Where it nullifies part of the sadness of it.
Yeah, there's a kind of a hook there.
That nullifies the sadness, so it makes it less of a punch now.
But now you can be sad for the owl.
Yeah, well, who
will be sad?
So we're about, I'd say, what?
Oh, if you're the fire, you're
3/4.
Yeah, well, you're more than that. You're very near the end.
Okay. I figure once the fire temple and all that goes through, then I have to do
fire's the last thing before the very end. Actually, fire might be at the very end. I can't remember.
Okay, well, we'll find out. That's probably gonna take me another 2 weeks. Yeah. Which the skills you get from finding
okay.
trees.
Yeah. I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
So I'm almost through it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying it.
I'll give you 2 weeks to beat that game.
I didn't start playing it until this week. So
Kyle, I beat Killer is Dead for you.
Well, sorry, I have a child and things to do. Also, I didn't pick it up till like Thursday.
So wait, we're gonna do another wheel game, and you're not done with yours yet.
I'm telling you, if we would have had this show one more day later, we would have been done. We would have been done.
Okay, well, we'll roll for the wheel. We'll do it.
So, getting back to that, I do like it. I bought the collector's thing that for the Switch that comes with both games.
Oh, the second one's really good.
So
it is.
I guarantee you, at some point, I'm going to go through the second game too.
I would. Will-o'-the-Wisp. Yeah, yes. The Will-o'-the-Wisp was very good
because
it continues the storyline and it's sad.
Well, yeah, that seems to be the holding point of this game. So I like it enough to play it through. I like it enough to play the second one. Mm-hmm. I figured when you recommended that, I would like it enough to play it through it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was like the best thing ever, but I thought it was very good.
Well, a lot of people were like, "It's the best game ever in the history of everything." And I'm like,
"It's very well made."
Now, I always got, and as I was playing it, I was like, I realized I mixed Ori with a different game.
What game? Dory the Explorer. No.
Ori came out at the same time as another like indie game, and it was similar in style. Like, there's no combat; it's a lot of jumping. I gotta look for it.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking.
I know I can't give you enough details because it was just one of those. At the times, it was a very artsy game, and everything was really stylized and
a real artsy stylized platform.
Yeah.
Was it Gris?
No.
Or Gree? How do you pronounce that?
No.
Okay, so it wasn't that one. That one's very artsy and stylized.
Yeah, a lot of them are because it was because Ori came out at the same time as that.
Ori came out in 2016.
Yeah. That whole what 2 years? It was nothing but those kind of games. Those were the go-to.
Kyle leans back, puts his nose in the air, sniffs. You know, those artsy games.
No, I don't mind artsy games, but it was just.
None of them are shark dating simulator.
Right? It was the time where they were trying to get away from open world games.
Yeah, I mean, there was,
and then so they started doing the artsy stuff because of Braid and all that doing so well. So
Braid was like 2009.
It was not 2009.
Braid?
Yeah.
Okay. Braid
when you played it with me, it was definitely not 2009.
Oh, when I played it with you, I actually don't know what year that was. If I played,
you were still with your previous significant other.
Oh wow. Okay, then that would have been 2009.
I don't think...
Yeah. 2009, 2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep.
That's oof.
Yep. If that's the milestone you're using, then that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
But I'm saying like that's those games are what started it, and then 2013 to 2016 that's when it was like everything was trying to be that,
because all the development started after Braid, which was 2009/2010. So it makes sense. Games
and Bastion and all that, and then it was just like
Bastion was so good.
Ooh, I just thought of another game you're gonna have to play if we ever.
Oh no!
If you spin it,
What is it?
It's
What is it?
terrible. It's terrible.
What is it?
Amy.
Amy.
Oh,
I don't even know what that is.
I know,
Never
and I
heard of that
can't
game.
wait till you play it. It's the most buggy,
jeez.
worst $20 I ever spent on the Xbox Live.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it was a trash fire. It was so bad. I could not complete it. That's how bad it was. And I love horror games, and I've completed almost every single one I've played.
All right. That's fair. That's that. Okay. I don't know what it is. I'm scared.
Oh,
it's horror.
It
right?
was bad.
So as long as I don't hit horror up there, I should
Or
be
puzzle.
fine. Yeah. Oh,
It's a puzzle horror game. Yep.
no.
Oh, it's a trash fire. And technically, oh, no, it's under platform. I forgot we split them for the movie section. So
Kyle's just gonna wedge every game into any particular genre. Yeah, it's a shooter.
There's a Rubik's Cube in there, so it's technically a puzzle game.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You move. It's a platformer. You're
Right?
moving on
Yeah,
platforms.
there you go.
Yeah.
You jump on something eventually. So I'm looking forward to Ori and the Blind Forest.
So to finishing Ori.
Yes.
Okay. So
looking forward to finishing that and then moving on to whatever I spin today.
So we're gonna spin later, correct?
We can spin now. We're at the bottom half of the hour.
Okay, yeah. If you want to spin, I got two more things to talk about.
Yeah, and that's usually the upper half usually.
Okay,
So this would be a good spot.
Do you want to spin? Do you want to spin first?
Who spun first last time?
Cheetah did. Clearly, Cheetah spun first. I don't know who spun first, Kyle. Just spin it.
Oh, we don't have to worry about that no more. No, Cheetah was reminding us of the commercial breaks that we used to take. But we don't have to worry about that anymore because of how everything's going with the station and stuff. That we don't really, since we can actually keep it to a solid. Ready?
Yep.
I guess I'm going first this time.
Yeah, go first. That is loud. That is super loud.
I'll fix it in post.
What is this? Stealth. I have to give you a stealth game?
Oh,
man.
gross.
Do you like stealth games?
Nope, and that's fine. It's fine. Integrity of the show.
I'm trying to think of a stealth game that I would inflict upon you. Oh, here's one. It's not good.
Fair enough.
You ever played the Splinter Cell games?
Yes, all of them.
Okay, imagine that, but not that at all.
I got excited.
Did you ever play the remake of Thief? It's so bad. It's such a bad game.
Am I playing Thief?
You're playing the remake of Thief.
Yes. The 2000.
Oh, it was like 12? 2013?
Yeah.
It was 2013. Yeah, it was 2013. Yeah, it just died on launch. It was so bad. The good news is it's cheap. Yeah. You might even have it for free somewhere.
Writing it down now.
Thief 2013.
Thief.
It was such a bad game.
2013. Pukey face.
Yeah, that is actually its copyrighted name is Thief 2013 Pukey Face. But they shortened it to Thief on most of the stories. Play that. It's dirt cheap. It's awful. Fortunately, it's not that long.
Yeah.
So there you go. And the trick is stealth.
Yep.
Yes.
Alrighty. It's your spin on this one.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Since you're throwing me under the bus.
Throwing you under the bus?
Yeah, with Thief 2013. Okay. I threatened you with bad games for bad times. Like,
No. All I heard from you were threats about bad games. So I can deliver on this.
Yeah, I can too, but, I was trying to be nice. You better spin better than that. No.
Visual novel.
No, you better spin better than that. That was a bad spin.
Okay, fine.
That was a terrible spin. There you go. Get it going.
You would have had plenty of bad ones with visual novel. What is that? Action?
Yep, action.
Yeah, it's just action.
Ooh.
All right, so we talked about action and action adventure and what the differences are between action and action adventure. So what is action? Like Mario's a platformer. It's not an action game. Right?
No. Like action, like Call of Duty and stuff.
Isn't that a shooter?
What?
Isn't that a shooter?
Yes, but that would still fall under action adventure.
Is it an action shooter?
Yeah.
But wait, there are some RPG elements.
Yeah.
In like the multiplayer.
Yeah, because the way they did it was so weird how the categorized them.
All right, well, give me an action game.
Well, I don't have my list with me because I left it at home.
Yeah, you think of An action? What you got to think of an action game I haven't played.
That's the catch-22, and I had some.
You didn't take a picture of your list.
No, I didn't.
For shame, Kyle. For shame.
Yep.
You know what? You know what you can tell me to play? Thief 2013.
It would fall under that.
I've actually already played that one, unfortunately.
Magic List.
I've never played Magic List. I don't know what that is.
Yes, shut up. No, I'm just seeing if I happen to have my list actually taken a picture of, and I don't because I'm a failure.
Kyle,
an action game.
How about we come back to it? Okay.
Yes, give me time to think.
I can talk about my other stuff, and you can think of an action game.
Yes,
that isn't Shark Dating Simulator. There's some action in that game.
Yeah, there is. You don't even know.
All right, I want to kind of talk about Elden Ring because I mean, come on, that's a game you can't escape. I started playing it, and I think I'm about halfway through, and I'm about 40 hours in. I play games really fast. I beat The Witcher 3 100% with all DLC in like 50 hours.
Nerd.
This game is huge. Every time I think I've got a region done, there's just another door somewhere I forgot to open, and it leads to another dungeon where there's like all this stuff, and I'm like, oh no. Anyways, it's fantastic. The only main complaint I have about it is the first two regions of the game, actually the first three regions, are really cool. When you hit the fourth region, it's the color brown. That's the only description I have of that region. The other regions are like, gorgeous misty lake, rot-infested, terrible place with werewolves, normal English countryside. And then you go to another place which is just like, I don't know, it's all brown. Congratulations, you've entered the brown region. It's so boring. It almost kills a lot of the drive to do stuff there because it's just terrible and boring. But the game is wonderful. It is. A lot of people say it's the easiest of the Souls games, and I will agree to that to a point. You can make the game much harder for yourself if you want, but by doing all the exploring, by finding all these things, by learning to run past enemies, that's all you got to do. That's a trick to most of the Souls games. Just run past them. You can
not get hit. Run past them.
Yes, learn how to roll. This game is pretty forgiving on the rolls. Like some Souls games are like, oh, you got to earn that roll. This one's like, no, we're good. The roll's pretty loose on this one. But it's great. I am literally halfway through. I still haven't seen a ton of bosses. I assume there's like 50 more I need to fight.
They're out there.
And it's great. My only complaint about Elden Ring is it does the same stupid stuff From Software does in every Souls game, where if you want to see the NPC storylines, you better know exactly what to do. Otherwise, you're going to accidentally screw up and kick yourself out of a bunch of storylines. They made it so you can fix them now if you do screw up, but there's a limited number of items to fix these things. So if you're just really bad at it, you could screw up a bunch of stuff. That's my main complaint, mainly because the game's so large and there's like 30 NPCs that all have quest lines. Just use a guide for the quest lines, really. Just do that. You'll end up screwing yourself out of some really good items if you don't. And aside from that, it's a great game. It's wonderful. Buy it. Play it. It's good. Kyle, you should play it. You'd like it.
What, Elden Ring?
Yeah, Elden Ring. Just wait for a sale or something. It's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up on sale. It's just, I either want to pick up a game on release and play it before everyone hype mongers it to death.
See, the problem with Elden Ring is you can't hype monger it to death. It is,
and that's what I'm seeing. But like, there's almost every game. Ghostwire Tokyo picked up immediately.
Yeah, that was the game of the year, wasn't it?
Yeah. For me, yes, because it's the only game I pretty much played this year. I've actually thought about, for being a game, I never go and play open world games and complete them. Mm-hmm. I actually thought about doing all the side quest stuff and seeing what would happen. Yeah. I thought about it, but then I realized I don't want to.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But that at least shows it was a good enough game that makes me want to go back to it.
So in Elden Ring, when you're sitting there like, boy, I don't want to do open world stuff, I can't imagine that feeling in Elden Ring, because everything you do in the open world, like, you'll just find something unique or special. You'll go into a dungeon and beat some boss you haven't seen before, which you're going to see 50 of because the dungeon bosses are mostly rubber stamped across the game, but each encounter is different. So one time you'll see a boss, you'll beat it. The next time, that boss is going to have like 30 friends with him in the same size room. Or the next one, there might be 2 of that boss. Or that boss and a different boss together. Or now that boss has a weird trick that you didn't see last time. I do appreciate their attempts to liven up they're called side dungeon bosses, not the main ones. And then you kill them and you get something cool or weird. Like you get a spell that just calls like 300 stars out of your staff to home in on everybody around you. Or you get a sword. Just a random sword. The only complaint I have is you can kind of go through all this content and get gear you're never going to use. Like you're like, I never want to do sorcery. Well, I went through this dungeon, took me like an hour, and I got a staff or I got a spell that I'm never going to touch.
Yeah.
Or you're a sorcerer and you go through it and you're like, I got a sword that's like 8 feet long and I don't need it.
Because I try to kill people from the next town over.
So the cool thing about sorcery is you can actually do melee sorcery, where you actually summon a magical greatsword to swing and stuff like that. Or there's one where you summon like a dagger out of the end of your staff and you just stab people with it. It's great. It's hilarious.
That's funny.
While you're not like calling down a meteor and like summoning all this stuff and like shooting a laser beam.
Yeah. I just thought to myself, I think you've talked about Elden Ring on all but the first episode.
That's because it's a good
No,
game.
I'm just laughing because I was sitting there going, man, I've done everything in my power not to talk about Lady Demetresque. And I was like, and then we just got stuck on Elden Ring now.
I'm going to tell you that there is a slight difference between those two topics.
No, there's not. Being a fan is being a fan no matter what.
There's just a tiny difference. It's a little bit.
No, I just laughed. I was like, he loves Elden Ring a lot.
It's a good game. It is an open world game that doesn't suffer from the Ubisoft syndrome.
Yes,
and that is unique. The game does not tell you where to go. The game gives you maps, but that's it. The maps don't have anything on them until you find it,
which is good.
And
you don't have to go to the top of a tower to jump off into a pile of hay.
Yeah, correct. There's the occasional like weird telescope that you can use, but it doesn't mark anything on your map when you
use it. Good.
You just look around.
Which that's the thing, the Far Cries and all them lost is you need to do that.
And the other thing is the content you find isn't just another radio tower. It isn't just another crate that fell out of the sky. It's a whole dungeon. Or you find some weird mini-boss that you've never seen before. Or it's a giant lobster, and it just destroys you.
For no reason.
And then it turns out that lobster was actually another boss in disguise when you beat it.
Oh, okay.
That is actually a thing. Just
fair enough.
If you fight lobsters in the lake area, be aware that there is one trick lobster. That is not a spoiler. Just be aware.
Yeah. So, as we were sitting here, I found some games.
Did you pick an action game?
I have 4 here, and we're going to make sure you didn't play any of them.
Okay.
We're going to go right down the list.
Okay.
Sonic 06.
What?
Sonic 06. The Sonic game that came out in 2006 that was an all-time trash fire. The one where he...
What? Is that...
It was the one with the weird graphics that came out for Xbox 360 and PS3 and all them at that time. You don't remember that?
No.
Where they redid the graphics where Dr. Robotnik looks weird and...
They all look weird.
And
it's a hedgehog with legs. Like human legs.
06.
Sonic 06? I have never even heard of that.
It's called Sonic the Hedgehog. So when they tried to reboot it, and they had the one where he's kissing that human girl. That is a trash fire.
I gave you Thief 2013, and you're giving me Sonic 2006.
Oh, that's the first one. Then we have Aliens Colonial Marines.
I played that one.
Okay, sadly. So that one's
unfortunately
out. Lame. 50 Cents Bulletproof.
I played that. That game is good. I will defend that game. That game is great.
Okay. And the new Battletoads.
So I haven't beaten the new Battletoads, but I have played it. It's
Oh,
not good.
no, it's terrible.
All right, so it sounds like Sonic.
Sonic 06, Sonic 06 it is. And there's a controversy over it, and the reason why it sparked in my mind is because people were freaking out because it's getting put on the Nintendo eShop. And people are so mad about it.
All right, there's got to be something real bad about this game.
This game was bad.
Do you want to know a secret? I've never beaten a Sonic game.
Oh, I don't think you're going to beat this one. I feel like you're going to get through 2/3 and be like, done. I can't. Nope. There's so many great game-breaking bugs. Like,
man, I'm gonna
it was one of the ones that had to start where you start with the dash things, like Sonic rings and all that.
Yeah.
Where you're already moving and then you have to avoid stuff already moving at unnecessary speeds.
Are Sonic games about, like, moving?
Yes, but I'm saying,
Do they go fast?
Yes, no.
Okay.
They go slow.
Okay, all right.
But Sonic 06 would have all kinds of problems where you would die immediately. You would just fall through the floor for no reason.
Your insurance would go up.
Sometimes if you hit a bounce pad, if you hit the roof of a building the wrong way, you'd clip through it and be stuck.
Wait. Is Sonic doing all this in a city?
I guess. Yeah, there's all kinds. This game is so weird and it's so bad and it does not explain its mechanics. They're just saying, use the dash jump, and they never teach you what the dash jump is. There's 16 different kinds of jumps that none of them are the dash jump.
Kyle, I'm going to come back in 2 weeks and be like, Kyle,
I hate you.
I played the best game in my life.
If you liked Sonic 06,
In
you
my
have
life.
some severe problems. Sonic 06 was so bad. And there's like, they introduced a new character because they were trying to increase the entourage of Sonic characters.
Okay.
Called Silver, and he's from the future, and he's a psychic hedgehog. Like, he's got psychic powers.
Okay.
And his boss fight is a travesty because if you attack him, he automatically stops your attack midway and then launches you in the air.
Okay.
And the problem with this boss fight is the arena is so small that as soon as you recover from the hit, because it launches you straight up, you hit, go, oh no, and you have to hit the ground first before your animation will recover you, so you can try to get away.
Does he hit you before you recover?
Yes, he will stun lock you. And one of the best things I watched is the way the rings fall. It kept picking up one ring over and left it go for an hour and a half of just being instantly launched, recaught, launched, recaught, launched, recaught, with always picking up that one ring right before the death animation, like right before you hit the wall. And it was so bad.
How do you beat him?
I'm not telling you.
Is he like Psycho Mantis? Do you have to switch controllers?
No, I wish it was that clever. No, it's just that bad. I need you to experience this.
The way to beat him is you hit the power off switch on your console.
You just turn off the game.
Yeah.
You win. Oh, it's so bad. This game is so bad.
You know, I will point out, I just gave you a kind of crappy game. I didn't give you the worst game imaginable.
This isn't the worst game imaginable.
You
Amy
just described that it stuns lock you. For 30
Amy
minutes.
is by far worse.
Okay, that's fair.
There's a list of games that are by far worse. This is just one of those games.
I would prefer
like,
visual novel. I would have preferred visual novel.
I mean, I
don't even know. I know zero. I have played zero visual novel games, so
I'd hook you up.
The field is open.
I know.
But yeah.
But okay, I feel like Sonic 06 is a must play for everybody that wants to know about how to fail game design.
I will play Sonic 2006, aka Sonic the Hedgehog from 2006, aka Sonic has a human girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
That raises so many questions.
Yes.
Questions that are illegal in many states.
I'm just going to hand you and have you read out some of the headlines to some of the news articles.
The world's worst Sonic the Hedgehog game is available again on Xbox. Human woman kissing simulator Sonic 06 relisted in Xbox 360 store. The infamous Sonic 06 has been relisted on Xbox. Why would you do this? No. Sonic 06 is back in the Xbox store and is 3.39 pounds, this I guess is British, more than it's worth.
Oh
no, this is terrible.
This is going to be great. And you have an Xbox.
Oh, apparently it's on the PlayStation Store as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. No, delisting it. Why is it on Xbox?
Because they picked it up. I don't know.
That's terrible.
Microsoft's desperate.
Wait. Sonic doesn't wear pants. I just realized that.
Yeah, no.
Oh, this game looks so bad.
Oh, it is. It's
It's only on the Xbox 360. It doesn't look like it's actually compatible with the one.
I think it was just recently.
Kyle, I'm holding out hope that it's compatible with the one.
I will find it I will go to our local game retailer and pick you up a copy for the $1.50 it's worth.
Is it worth $1.50?
Oh, it's not worth anything.
All right. I don't know how to feel about this, Kyle. I don't know if I should be offended or...
Oh, you will be.
In 2 weeks, you're just going to be on like, Andrew decided not to return.
Yeah, he quit the show. Oh, I'm looking for sealed copies too, just to make life better for everybody. Because now I want a sealed copy.
Why? No one needs that now.
No, nobody does.
Cheetah, do you need a sealed copy? She said no.
Yeah, right. But oh my gosh, I'm so glad.
I will play this. One of these days, I'm going to get a good game. One of these days.
You would have had a good game the first time if you wouldn't have already played it.
What game?
Killer 7.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. I did that to myself. But okay, yeah.
Here's Dr. Robotnik in this one.
Oh my, that is disturbing.
It looks so bad.
All right, he doesn't look bad in that picture, but the first one with no sunglasses is just...
These are actually...
Okay, that looks bad.
It's terrifying.
That is terrifying. I actually know somebody who looks kind of like that.
So, it's going to be great.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it will
It's
for me.
Wait, okay. His name is Dr. Robotnik, right?
Yes.
Not Dr. Eggman.
Yeah. It's technically Dr. Eggman.
Okay.
He's the great grandson of Dr. Robot. The storyline's weird. The storyline got weird.
No. The game with a hedgehog with human legs.
Here's the classic one everyone loves. And you can see what they went to.
The legs are too long.
It's so bad.
It is. That is...
All
right, I'll play it, and I'll be like, this is terrible.
When you get to the snowboarding level, the way they did the graphics and everything, the engine to make the snowboarding levels worked, is Sonic's momentum does not change no matter which direction you're going. So if you want to, at the snowboarding level, if you hurry up and turn around to try to go uphill, you will go the same speed uphill as you do downhill, and you will go.
I think I remember X-Play reviewing this.
Oh,
I think I
love this game.
Recall that.
I love this game because it is so nonsensical. It does not explain anything.
So what you're telling me is the Deadly Premonition guy made a Sonic game?
No, the Deadly Premonition guy can do way better than this. Oh,
that is disturbing. Deeply disturbing.
Oh, I might pick it up and play it too, just so you won't suffer alone. Because I remember how much fun I had with how terrible this game was.
You know, Kyle, that doesn't make me feel any better.
It wasn't supposed to.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll play it.
Oh, I can't wait for 2 weeks.
It.
I cannot wait for 2 weeks from now.
We're not allowed to curse on air, right?
Oh, no. When we start doing summer stuff, yes. When we start doing summer stuff and it's not live broadcasting and we're just going direct like YouTube or streams, you can cuss all you want. I don't care.
But I just need to figure out how to describe Sonic 2006 in the correct verbiage.
Yes.
Jeez. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna sit here and cry laughing.
I'm just gonna cry.
Yeah. Speaking of crying, a little subject for like the last 5 minutes just to eat up some time. And,
okay. Yeah. What's up?
Games that really hit you some way. In some
games that really hit me.
Yeah, like the storyline or like a storyline that really hit you.
But made me sad or physically assaulted me.
Like any.
Okay.
Made you feel something.
Made me feel something.
Yes.
Well, Shark Dating Simulator is still there.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. That is a whole different thing.
trying to think. There's been a lot of games that I've found affecting to a degree. I'm trying to think.
One that stands out. Think of one that stands out.
Ooh, that's rough.
I have one that stands out for me.
Well, what's yours? Go ahead first.
It's gonna. It might surprise you. Metal Gear Solid 4.
No, I get that.
The ending, the last fight.
Rock'em sock'em old guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
That actually, I actually choked up. Because it just made me think about when I was 10 playing the original on PlayStation 1 Solid and thinking about NES and then going through the whole storyline and seeing the storyline through the whole progression and see where that it actually choked me up. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
These are the manliest tears I've ever started to feel.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can understand that. It was two shirtless old men fighting on an aircraft carrier.
While injecting each other with nanomods. And the other part of that game that also choked me up was like when Solid Snake was going through the microwave tunnel and getting like cooked alive.
Was that in 4?
Yes.
When was that in 4?
When you get on Arsenal, the next Arsenal gear, and you're going through the tunnel while Raiden with no arms is fighting all the frog people, and it had the two splits.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. All right.
And I actually might do a deep dive on those games because that was just a game series that stuck with me.
What did you think of 5?
Ooh, Phantom Pain. I never actually got to play.
You never played Phantom Pain?
I never played Phantom Pain.
Wow. I'm actually shocked. So I actually really liked Phantom Pain. So I am surprised that you did not play Phantom Pain.
I've never been a big fan of like the prequel stuff. Like I loved Snake Eater. It was an amazing game. And it was a really good one all the way around.
Yeah.
But I still never like prequels. I've never been a...
I can understand that. Phantom Pain is good, though. You should play Phantom Pain.
Snake Eater, I think like Snake Eater is the only prequel that I've absolutely liked. That I could deal with it being a prequel.
You will appreciate Phantom Pain, I think. I think you will like it. You should check it out.
Yeah, I will.
Plus, it's dirt cheap these days. Like $5 for the...
And also Revengeance.
All right. That is Metal Gear in... That is a silly game.
I love it.
That is.
It was a good game, though. It was good. It was a good action game.
Yes, that is a good game.
So come on,
games that have
come on, give me one. Give me one.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the older style games, like back in the day, like Planescape Torment, like those games tell such a heartrending story in a lot of cases that. I mean, these days you think like, oh, with those graphics, how do you really get broken up? You're essentially just reading. Well, reading can be personally affecting.
Yes, absolutely.
But that game hit me pretty hard with a lot of its themes around like sense of self and identity and like what's the reality of being immortal and things like that. Age, mortality. Like It was a deeply personally affecting game at a young point in my life. And in terms of recently, man, Ori and the Blind Forest got me. I was balling at the beginning there. Dude wrecked me.
Yeah.
I was like, no, don't do this to me. What other games have hit me deeply? I mean, like I said, there's a lot of games where like I will feel a stir of emotion at some point, usually sadness, because they go for sadness.
Yeah.
I just can't think of one that was like super crazy affecting.
Well, that'll give you something to think about.
That is something to think
as you're crying over Sonic 06.
It's probably going to be Sonic 2006.
Yeah.
It's probably.
Alrighty. So, I mean, that's about time. So
I didn't even get time to talk about Destiny. Oh, that was your plan.
Yeah,
the whole
exactly.
Time.
Forget that game. I hate that game. All right. So we will see you in 2 weeks.
All right, see you, everybody.
Maybe Andrew, if he doesn't quit over Sonic 06.
Quitting right now.
All right. Have a good night.